Pip's engine. Really, it's shitty to say, but it's the truth. There's a reason why 402 fly backwards is you know, OP as fuck. It's totally different from the other ways to think it through. Yeah, you got module tank and shit. Yeah, true that. Yeah, it's different ways. Like you got AFM units. Fast builds all seem to have AFM units. I noticed too. Looks like we might have another cluster.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, but you boost the other way. I just reverse key back to the other way. It's all a game. It's back and forth. You throw the ball back at each other. Back and forth. There's always a counter to the counter to the counter to the counter. It's always like that. Sometimes it's adaptive piloting skills. Sometimes it's your build. Sometimes it's other things. Is it a cluster? No, it's not. Fuck beans. It's a single one.
Yeah, she's gonna jump in a sec. Oh, there's a.
I'd still be able to keep up with you very easily at that speed. Say it again.
Random asp just appeared. There's like all these players appearing at DAP, so this is kind of funny.
That's fucking hilarious. I think that's funny. And do I pick up the zinc? Do I pick up the zinc? Do I pick up the zinc? I know it's good for something. It wasn't explosive. Fuck the zinc. Fuck the zinc. No good.
This is too funny. I'm just like trying to leave dabs, but so much activity started happening.
Landing gear retracted.
FA off, man. FA off. Always remember, FA off, my bull. I will reverse fast enough. Haha, with FA off. Come on, man. I told you, there's a counter to every counter. You can come up with something, I'll come up with a counter. And you can do the same. There's a counter to every counter. It's so true, though.
That's what I do like about this game. If you've got some tactics, you can win a battle you shouldn't be able to win.
You're obviously gonna pass me, Babu, but I'm still gonna see you all the time. I'm always gonna have you in my visuals. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you'll never fly behind me. It's just the way space works.
Yeah.
Hey.
What up?
What up? Oh shit.
Oh, Snake Shady, what's up?
That was so funny. Just like randomly there too.
Yeah, we spotted you.
And then another player shows up. Well, there he's in space now too.
How is that for you right now, Shady?
Dude, I've probably gotten like, I don't know, 20 crack industrial just like in the time I've been goofing around here, which hadn't been that long.
You got how much?
Probably 20.
That's pretty decent, man.
Yeah, I'm up to 60. May actually do some spins here. Some spins.
Hey, at least it's not loot crates.
Need both cadmium and farm supplies.
Alright, Jay, it's time for the wing.
The wing?
Or invite me to a wing.
Oh, sweet, no problem. What, does Nightshade need the wing? Or?
Yes.
Kind of full. But I'm gonna
Let's reform then. We don't need like.
Yeah, it's reform.
Wait, don't send me a wing because I'm logging in and out right now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna get up to like I'm gonna get up Let me see how many. I think I have 60. I'm gonna probably get like 10 or 20 more, and then I'll. Yeah. I was
Well, the
getting them like really rapidly, like starting out. It's like kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's very random. Like sometimes it can go like an hour or two without getting any at all.
Yeah, and then I logged in the other day and got doubles right off the bat, but you know, I haven't got trips off it yet.
I
don't
literally-
think I've ever gotten trips.
What I
On
did,
the
Shady,
old
is I
crack
just
train, I got trips.
farmed 150 of each, and I went for a little 150 rolls. So my 40-second roll, after logging in and out into your group, on the second roll I got that god 140, 141.
What was the mass negative percentage?
Yeah, we're streaming. You won't say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, that's cool.
I'm sure he can send you a picture or something.
Well, it's in the video. I mean, you see it in the video.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, I'll look for it then. I'm just curious because, like, when I got my 141s, like, my optimal mass was not fantastic.
Yeah,
It
it's not
horrid,
fantastic, but it's fucking way better than what I had. It's a huge improvement.
That was like
My
my
game
140s.
just
They
quit.
had terrible optimal mass.
My game just stopped.
I need to look and see, like, what I actually want to roll. I think it probably is my FDL because I think that's my crappiest drives since they all got purged.
Yeah.
All right, Jay. Dark side or light side of the planet?
Light side in the crater, the big crater.
Copy. Are you logging back in or something?
Yeah, definitely. Just gonna go get some. Gonna get some space food.
Did they change
Mine's-
the name of Das Hope to Hobbs Hope?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a bug or if they're actually changing the name. There's a government in place now too, so that might be all getting changed.
There's a what?
Like they have a government there. It used to be anarchy, now there's like some sort of government in power.
God, they're bringing in a government. Jesus. I'm gonna go to crap and start charging us.
They've gone from anarchy to dictatorship theocracy. It's like not much of an upgrade.
Theocracy. Oh.
No, I don't know if that's
Theocracy.
what it is. I'm just saying. Yeah, exactly. Theocracy in the 33rd century. Really? Like Scientology still going strong? I find it hard to believe.
Same.
Actually, you know what though? Judaism's been around for like what 4,000 years, so I guess religion's not quite that easy to stamp out either.
I know, I keep
But
hoping.
in entire systems of it, I don't know. Like pockets, yes. Entire systems. But that's okay. I understand this is supposed to be a reflection of the modern world. And there are
Yeah.
entire countries that are theocracies in the modern world.
There we go, craft industrial.
Nice.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Okay, I'm in this big giant crater. It's so big that it's got like other craters inside of it.
Where'd you guys go?
4A. Are you on the A4?
Yeah, A4. Yeah. Okay, let's see how close I got to you. This will make it interesting. Get your beacon on.
Yeah, well.
I was 189 kilometers away.
Not bad.
That is pretty damn good considering no coordinates and just like a vague description of a big crater.
Yeah, it's massive, dude. This crater.
I actually thought I was going to be like millions of meters away, not like kilometers. I could like fly to you in normal space. However, not going to do that.
The only thing I really need, like I really hate and I want them to fix, is like when you run into a small stone with your wheel and it stops you, like dead stop, it takes like 20 hull off your
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Well, we're in the sidewinder of SRVs, right? So they're only going to get bigger and better from here, and I'm sure you'll have like monster truck tires on the future ones.
Wait, they're gonna upgrade the SRVs?
Yeah,
Well,
you're gonna have
that
more
was always in the
types
plan,
of SRVs.
but yeah, so far we haven't seen anything.
Apparently we're gonna have more types of SRVs.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be you could customize it. Same with the fighters, like you'll be able to swap weapons and stuff. That's what I really want. Healing beams on my fighters, please. Phasing on my fighters, please. Also, mines.
That's true, Mebul. That's very true.
I want railguns, man, because those NPCs are like deadly with those things.
Yeah, they've actually fixed that now. Only the elites are still deadly like that.
Oh, really?
I believe that, Mebul, for reals.
But
Hi, guys.
the elites still are,
What's
so
up?
if you had an elite pilot, they would still be very good.
Hmm.
Good night, Shady.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. Just 1v1 Stormy.
Just warning, we're in the streaming channel.
I know.
Yeah, we're streaming.
I know you guys are streaming.
Cool.
Now you can watch live as I ram my ship into Jay's SRV.
No, you bastard!
No, I'm not trying to. It's just my ship is.
Yo,
hurtling towards the
Knoxville, what
surface
up?
out of
Welcome to
control.
the stream, buddy. Holy shit, it's good to see you, Knoxville. Been playing Path of Exile.
You take a break,
Have you
Night
now?
Shady, from the game?
Yeah, took a little time off. I was gone for a little over 2 weeks, and then I just got busy with life, so yeah, I was out for like a month. I'm back.
I took like a couple month break.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I'm back.
Glad to have you back.
I think I like quit this game for a year one time.
Oh,
I got it
wow.
when I got it in beta, right? And then I was like, I'll wait until it's kind of good. And they put Engineers and Horizons in. I'm like, yeah, now I'll start playing.
Yeah, I did that. I quit for like 6 months, and then Horizons came. I'm like, I'm coming back.
I think a month is the
ever
longest
since.
I've ever taken a break.
I think
Yeah.
the longest I've taken on break was like 3 months.
You haven't started playing PUBG until Destiny 2 comes out? Oh shit.
Oh,
Feels
I'm gonna
like-
get Destiny 2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone wants
Yeah.
that so bad.
My son wants to get it too. He's actually really good. He
As
played
much
Destiny
as
1. He
I'm
was
not
great.
a fan of Destiny
Nice.
2. At least they're not going the full loot crate on that. I guess they are a little bit, but it's not too bad.
I'm not a fan of PUBG, honestly, man. It's way too repetitive. It's always the
Isn't
same bullshit.
Destiny 2 coming out like anytime now?
Yeah, I mean it's out on
Soon.
Xbox now, isn't it? I think
It
Yeah.
is, but it was being released on the PC later.
Yeah, November.
I tried to beta for.
end of this month.
Oh, November. I thought it was October.
It might be October. It is like the last week of October or the first week of November, I think. It'll be on a Tuesday. It's always a Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up.
I just picked up The Witcher 3 with all the expansion packs for $27.
It is, but yeah, Destiny comes out on PC tomorrow.
Oh, there it is. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Wow.
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, kiss your wallet
They
tonight,
weren't very
'cause
ready for that.
tomorrow it'll be empty.
I really did. I did like Stellaris. I don't know if you guys have ever played that.
I
Yeah,
love
people have been
Stellaris.
playing Stellaris and I want to play it. I can't. I don't have it.
Don't worry, I'll let you know when it goes on sale. I'll probably pick up another
What-
copy when it goes on sale for my alt account.
Yeah, I played it until I finally beat it on Iron Man. That's actually not easy to do. Like
Yeah,
you have to
it's
play
not.
it. You have to play a good game to like. Now it's kind of like I figured it out. So I beat it finally after 7 tries, and then the next game I was whooping ass again. So I was kind of all right. I got this game down.
So you playing as humans or some sort of alien species you created?
I just play. I play as humans. I may go back and play something different.
What
Some of the time.
government do you choose?
You do usually do a monarchy.
Oh, monarchy. Nice, nice.
Yeah, I do a Star Empire, which is like materialistic, war, whatever that one is, and shit, I can't remember what the last one is. There's
Yeah,
a way to make
Star
it called a
Empire's
Star Empire. Yeah.
I don't. I played I played Call of Duty. I played it, the beta. I played for 5 minutes and I uninstalled it.
That was like me with
It's horrible.
the Battlefront beta. I played it for 5 minutes. It's like and then I tried to play it a couple more times because they extended it, and I was like, I'm still not buying this game. It's not good.
It has a lot of potential, but like the mechanics are so off in the beta. I don't know what it was. I didn't like it at all, man.
I mean, it's okay, but it's no.
I did
PUBG.
not like it at all.
Any game that doesn't have like PUBG battle royale style and base building mechanics is doomed to failure this year, basically.
I just don't play FPS games anymore because there's so many cheaters in these types of games now. It's just not even worth playing.
Oh yeah, no, they fixed that in PUBG now. well, it's not fixed, but it's if you play first-person servers, you don't get hackers. It's pretty nice. Not as many anyway.
Yeah, because they don't want to play first person.
Yeah, because they hate playing first person so much that they won't even go on those servers. They'll just hack into third person ones. Because they need every crutch because they suck, right? They have to use hacks just to like, you know, enjoy the game because they suck so bad.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I really don't.
No, I saw like hacks in person and saw what they looked like and what they did back in the Counter-Strike days, like early Counter-Strike, and I was like, what is this shit?
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
It is big bullshit.
It is kind of funny to see like people getting headshotted all the time, but you know, it wore thin real quick. I could see like there's probably a certain type of person that only likes to hack like that.
Yeah.
Where'd
Just
you that
banish
first,
shitload of people from PUBG.
that first Stellaris game that I ever won? Like the Crisis was the Scourge.
Oh yeah, I hate the fucking Scourge.
And so, like, they came in and I was, like, really strong. They came on the other side of the galaxy, and, like, I pushed them all the way back to, like, a single planet and, like, 2 fleets, and then I went back to, like, rebuild my fleet to wipe them out. And, like, in that time it took me to go back and rebuild, they, like, exploded and took over probably a third of the galaxy. And then it took me 500 years to finish them off. Like, literally.
Oh
I know,
Wow.
I didn't know if I could do it. Like, I kept, you know, like, it just, like, would chip away. Like, each day I'd get them back, like, you know, maybe 1 planet and, like, take out a couple fleets.
That's the thing, too. To get them to spawn, that takes about 500 years. So that's, like, another half of the game you spent fighting them.
Oh, yeah. It took forever. And finally, I built up a fleet big enough, and they still had, like, probably double my fleet power, but I was able to spread them out, and then they came into my big fleet like single file, and I finally wiped out all their fleets.
So do you play on the fastest speed and then just pause it when you need to, or do you just play on like normal?
No, I play on fastest.
Yo, my bull,
unless-
did you notice that my game's back running smoothly on OBS properly?
I noticed Grim likes to play it in the one down from fastest. I'm like, no, go faster.
Well, I do fastest unless, like, I get overwhelmed. You know, if too much crap happens at once, and I'll flip it back to, like, I'll either pause it or at normal speed or something.
Yeah, and of course when there's a big battle going on, you can of course flip it to
Thank you very
normal
much,
and
man,
watch
for
it.
that host.
But I got my fleet power up. I don't know how big the biggest fleet you ever had, but I had a fleet that was 800,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't think I've built that big of fleets. I saw one that Grim built, and it was like, I think he had like 2 separate fleets, or it was the fleet and the Federation fleet, and they were each like 200,000, and I thought that was pretty beefy.
No, man, the Scourge had big. You know, the Scourge always has fleets of like 140. They had 20 fleets of 140
Oh my god.
when they were in their prime. So like, I had to build up. The only way I could do it is I did the mega structure that do the ring worlds, and I built like, I don't know, 2 or 3 ring worlds that were all they produced were like minerals and energy. And like, I was pulling in like 2,500 minerals per month, and like, you know, even when my fleets were out with 800,000, I was still positive on power. The only way I could beat him. I mean, it was a battle of attrition. I kind of wish I'd, like, I don't know, recorded part of it.
Yeah, I know, it's not really a game that's entertaining to watch or anything, but it'd be cool to have, like, that's why I always take screenshots, but then it doesn't
I
really
may,
tell
I,
the
may,
story.
I may try and live stream it, just for the heck of it.
Yeah,
What's up,
so
Meyer?
just checking to see what's here.
Oh, I got a ping over here.
You didn't leave me any goods? No goods?
I'm gonna be probably picking up a lot of goods, man. Just saying. I might leave selenium and all that other crap.
What's the good materials here that we're getting?
Niobium and mercury, that's what I'm farming, and everything else like nickel, iron.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's kind of shit for me, but whatever. I'm sure you'll drop something good that I want in a second.
Yeah.
Hey Jay, could you have picked a crater with more rocks? This isn't enough rocks for me. I like there to be more rocks when I'm driving. Fucking rocks everywhere. I see why you complain about the tire thing now, because this planet is full of rocks.
Mhm.
Hey, I'm still at 100% somehow.
Yes.
I've hit a couple of rocks too. Just lucky, I guess. Going slow enough not to damage.
I might have to run for an errand soon. Go to the corner store and get some food.
Oh, there, I just hit a rock.
I mean a drink, sorry, not food. I'm eating food right now. fucking whistling of my phone.
The default whistle.
Well, orgy of the mire.
I just like flew through the air and shot you. It's pretty funny. Oh, what's that? There's a ship over there. It's like a beluga.
Is it?
I need to see what this new tiny Thargoid thing is.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
where
flying
are the
away.
Thargoids? I haven't even like seen it yet.
Just
Oh,
go to
dude,
the
it's
Pleiades
amazing.
Nebula, find a signal source that says non-human signal source detected or something like that. Jump into it, you'll find a bunch of destroyed ships, and you'll find a Thargoid.
Yup, that's how it works. And then you have to have a wing of 4 with like all the good weapons to kill it.
I mean, you don't need a wing of 4 anymore, because now you got all this stuff to counter their stuff.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you need is something like an Anaconda or a Cutter or a Vem.
I have all of those ships.
What kind of
all-
weapons eat the Thargoids?
You have missiles and you have multi-cannons, then you got the flat cannons for the little drones, and then you got the little thing for their energy surges.
And where do you buy these weapons? Just anywhere? Or?
Planetary bases that have the military economy and all these. Like, it depends on their economy. Like, just go to a military planetary base. And then once you see... Once you see all the items, you can buy them back at Shinrada Desra,
Yeah, yeah.
which is cool.
Once you
That's what I
once
do.
you've unlocked them, then you can get them at Shinrada, and then it's fine.
Yeah.
They just want you to go to Maya once, I guess, and fight some Thargoids.
No, you don't even need to go to Maya to get it.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's some in the bubble too.
No, I mean, if there's a planetary base in Shinrada that sells all of them.
Oh really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Like,
Yeah,
you just need
You realize I'm gonna have to start doing Thargoid Thursdays again.
like, if you take a vet with the AX with 2 AX multi cannons, 2 AX missile, and remote release flak launch, you're gonna be set. Because you kill the fighters, then you kill the Thargoid, and then you have the thing to counter their energy surges and the scan.
Do you get anything for killing it?
You
I
get
got money.
you get like 3 million, 4 million credits, plus all this, plus like when you kill, you get a Thargoid heart that drop. Don't get close to it because it has caustic damage.
Yeah, so the Thargoids explode in a acid blood cloud that extends about 3 kilometers in all directions, and in the middle of it, a Thargoid heart will spawn. It's worth 25,000, but causes caustic damage to your ship, so you have to have those.
If you
reinforced
go
cargo
into that
bays.
cloud, you get caustic damage when they blow up.
Yep.
By the way,
I got
where
video
do you
of
buy?
Pinky and Dark Xeno flying into the cloud and dying, and then a random courier flew into the cloud and died too.
Where do you buy the new ECM things against the Thargoids?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Probably that same planetary base.
Because I can't find them at military economies.
Maybe the Indra sells them.
Ooh, cracked industrial.
Yeah. I mean, unless if they make the Thargoids where they will start interdicting you in the bubble and interdicting you in Super Cruise and hyperdicting you almost every single thing, which would be cool. Every single jump you do. That would make like the game so much better because you know that the Thargoids are invading other than them just staying in the Maya Nebula. And maybe people will
that's
actually
gonna
try to kill
start happening.
Thargoids.
Yeah, they're gonna do that. I have a strong feeling that's gonna happen since the bases can take Thargoid damage now and stuff. They're definitely gonna bring it into the bubble, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I look forward to that. I mean, there's thousands of stations, so even if they disable like 10 stations, it'll cause mass hysteria, but won't really affect the game one way or the other.
But maybe like they'll start disabling hundreds of stations, like where stations will just be going down passively, and no
Or,
one
you
will
know,
know that.
If Shinrada goes down, I think the entire community would lose their minds.
And like if they start attacking Shinrada, everyone's gonna be there shooting at them.
Yeah, that would
Dang each other.
definitely get a united force right there to fight them.
I mean, like the community only cares about the Shinrada, Sol, and all the engineer bases. That's all we care about.
Pretty much.
Money making systems.
Thargoids wanted to start a war, they should have attacked Quince.
Or an engineer base, like Palin. You know. Time to go get some more anti-Thargoid stuff.
All reinforcements, check. Long range weapon, don't really need any more. Don't need that. Don't need that. Need that.
I got the best anti-Thargoid ship, Victoria.
Jay is just AFK on this planet. He's gonna run out of fuel.
I forgot I need the remote missile for my courier. And when we get those large anti-Thargoid missiles, I'm gonna put that on Python.
Yeah, they need to start making different sizes of Thargoid weapons too. Like new CGs to unlock those or something. Anything.
Yeah. I want those sneaking, large, huge missile launcher things.
I think cannons would be ideal to fight them, to be honest. Like, you could.
Yeah, I thought the remote release flak launcher was gonna be a cannon, not a flak launcher.
I still like that weapon. I think that weapon should be modifiable and have colors. There's potential for that, even not as a weapon, but just as fireworks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like for fireworks.
Plus, like, for sure, next time we have a race, someone's got to have one of those frag cannons and launch it to start the race, right? Like, of course.
Yeah.
That's
They need to, like, they need to have it be able to modify for long range so you have the increased shot speed. I'm not too good at aiming loads, and my point defense will shoot them down.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate point defense for that.
We made a pretty awesome video the other day. Rambo equipped 8-point defenses and all turrets to his Anaconda, and they were just shooting it with pack hounds.
Well, I gotta go, guys.
Have a good one.
See you, man. Take care.
You too. Good night, Orgrimmar. And good night to Andrew J. See ya.
It's the Unreal grind.
Ooh, another cracked industrial. It's 3 in the last 10 minutes.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift charge detected. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
easiest crack train ever.
Yeah, it totally is. It's the best one so far.
I mean, it's just stupid, like how easy it is.
What's really interesting is that the crack train viability seems to be echoing the pattern of the Star Trek movies, whether they were good or not. Because the first crack train was basically equivalent to Star Trek 1, the motion picture. You know, not very good, but it was the best thing we had at the time. And then Crack Train 2 was really good. That's the satellite one, where you could get all the crack and you were holding it open. That was the best thing ever, right? And Wrath of Khan was a really good movie, possibly the best Star Trek movie ever. Then you get Star Trek 3, Crack Train 3. Also kind of subpar. And now this is Crack Train 4, and Star Trek 4, a better movie than it should have been, as is this Crack Train.
Honestly, I thought Star Trek 4 was the best. I love that one.
And let's be honest, this might be the best Crack Train as well. Like, it's arguably the best.
I mean, I think there's no question it's the best. I mean, it couldn't be any easier.
Yeah, and personally, I have no question about that number 4 being the best movie either. But some people like Wrath of Khan more. It's more of a sci-fi than the other one. That one's time travel, and it's in the 80s and stuff, right? So,
Yeah.
not everyone's cup of tea, but I love it, obviously.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
And I think that's why people are like not so happy about this Crack Train as well. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta keep logging in and out to get it. It's like, yeah, but so what? it's still awesome. The funny thing is too, about a week before that Crack Train was announced, I was showing Jay Dab's home, and he was asking, you know, can we keep scanning this thing over and over and get crack? I'm like, no man, I wish. And then, like, next week my wish was granted.
Wow, it's funny.
And that's how we know it wasn't, like, working before that patch either. They must have figured it out in beta and then, you know, used it as soon as it went live.
Another cracked industrial. 69 of them.
So the question is, what ship are you going
Well, that's a good question. I'm gonna look at my ships. I think honestly my FDL has the worst drives of any ship that I have.
on? I mean, your cutter could obviously be a little faster.
Cutter's 137.
Really? That's pretty good. Never mind.
But I think my FDL is like 135.
Oh yeah, then your FDL needs it more.
Warning. Frameshift drive.
Oh wow, I just got another one back to back. Nice. Game's rewarding me for coming back.
Exactly. The game also appeared to want to reward me for my charity work. I was like, okay. You've done, I think, 2 charity streams since you've been gone.
Frameshift drive operating.
Oh really? Nice.
Well, actually, I think you were there for the first one. We did that Texas
I was,
one.
yeah.
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 And then we did like a poison one that was also mixed with the second hurricane that happened. Fuck man, so many hurricanes this year.
Alright.
4, 3, 2,
I mean that Texas one though, that's like crazy, unprecedented
Yeah.
kind of levels of destruction in an area that doesn't usually get hurricanes. Or like rain.
Yeah, not that bad.
temperature critical.
Oh shit, that's a lot of ships in system.
Fuel scoop.
Where'd you go?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Fair bit.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I'm in my taxi. I think it's time to leave.
Is it bad guys or just randoms?
I see Mr. Sleeping and a whole bunch of randoms, so I'm just gonna leave.
4, 3, 2, 1.
How many rolls should I do? Probably 75. That's nice.
Yeah, I think
Round
that's
number.
what I started doing. I was doing 70, but then Jay kept dropping cadmium for me, so I grabbed all that and I had 70 rolls. So I was like, okay, gotta do these. I did that 3 times in a row though. I basically did 100 and how many was it? 130 rolls. It was only twice in a row then.
Yeah, you know how long it took me to get those 141s or 2s? I can't remember what they were now, but it took me like nearly 500 rolls.
Oh yeah, my first 140, so it took me 700 rolls.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they've increased the rate though. I think it's a lot better now.
Oh really?
Well, I mean, 700 rolls before I saw anything even close to 140, and then I did 130 rolls and got a 137, 138, and a 139. I mean, it seems like it.
I really need to log on my alt. I could really use some good drives on my alt chips.
Yeah, I should probably do that too. I want to get my alt ready for the exploration thing so I can just explore with my alt while playing on my main and PvP and stuff, right?
What exploring thing?
Distant Worlds Expedition 2 is going to be happening.
The hell does that mean?
I don't know, they
Yeah.
all fly around in a big group of like 200 players and explore like the far reaches of the galaxy for months.
Okay.
Yeah, but I explore too fast. Like I can do that in like a day. So I'll just like send my alt up there and explore at their pace with my alt while playing on my main account and do whatever I want. Because the worst thing is when you're out there and you're like, fuck, I want a PvP, and then you're like, 200,000 light years away from fucking the bubble.
Tell me about it.
View scooping.
And plus my alt needs to level up, and my main account's already Elite Explorer, so there's no point in doing it on my main.
View scoop disengaged.
Besides money. My name on stuff, but I don't give a fuck.
Put your name on something on the other side of the galaxy no one will ever see.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or just these other explorers. But it can have my alt account name on it. I'll know that's me too.
I have a lot of stuff on my main account aimed, but
Oh, you'll have to give me a report of the classified mission you were running a few months ago. I never found out what it turned out of that.
yeah, I'll,
I am streaming, just, message it to me
Yeah.
at some point. Let me know how that went. Curious.
well, it hadn't happened yet.
Oh, okay. Still pending.
Well, things were put on hold because of the patch,
Yeah, makes sense. I can't wait until they release the patch where you can steal other players' ships. Oh boy, the community salt will be high.
I mean, you can't permanently steal them, can you? Or can you?
Who knows? Like, they haven't even implemented the mechanic yet. It could be. It'll probably just be you have to pay a rebuy, right? Like, it got destroyed. But it'll be like, I came back to the station and I 30 million rebuy. Commander Orgrimmar has stolen your ship. What the fuck?
Well, you can steal them from the stations?
Who knows? I'm just, like, speculating here. They haven't announced anything. They're just saying, eventually in a couple of years when that's in the game, it's going to be salt all over the place.
We should, just become, a ship-stealing gang.
Well, that's basically what STC will be doing, just, oh yeah, click this button, it'll get us into a special wing, and then I can multi-crew your ship, and then they'll just steal someone's ship and leave. The guy's just standing there on the platform watching his ship fly away. That's actually really funny. I can't wait till that happens. You can do it in Star Citizen, and it's already, the most trolly thing you can do in the game. And of course, that's the first thing SDC started doing when they played Star Citizen, is stealing people's ships.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
Alright, I need one more cracked industrial. Give me 75. Oh, damn it. Data storage full.
Get rid of those tagged encryption codes.
Docking restraints engaged. Report to station
No.
services for more information.
That and classified scan data banks.
Yeah, those two. Tagged encryption codes are only for wide angle scanner or something. You don't really need them.
Yeah, some totally useless.
And that thing drops in by the ton. I'll get like 10 crack, but I'll have like 72 of those codes. It's ridiculous.
Unusual encrypted files are common to use this. Here you go, farm some untypical shield cell scans.
Oh no! That's useful. I think you were here for that when they added the new route plotting, so you can have neutron stars now.
I think so.
It's pretty sweet. 2 jumps to Shinrarta from Erebit because I can use the White Dwarf.
Landing coupler disengaged. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
But it appears they've also fixed the double boosting, so you can't get 2 boosts off a single neutron like you used to be able to.
I don't ever really use that boosted thing. I just kind of fly at my pace.
Oh yeah, I did. That's how I got to the center of the galaxy in like 6 hours.
Using the neutron boost.
Yeah, I took the neutron highway all the way up to Colonia, and then basically flew neutron boosting, double boosting the whole way. As much as I could. I mean, there's a technique to pulling off double boosts. I couldn't do it every time, but I was getting about an 80% success rate with it. And now I try to do it, and you can't even do it anymore, apparently. Or they changed how it works anyway.
Frameshift drive charging.
They've yet to pull it off since 2.4, so I think they might have fixed it.
I'm gonna finish these shield boosters on my cutter. Guess I could cannibalize the ones off my FDL, but I hate to do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Just grind a bit more. Got the grind right here, right? I've been
Boosters are kind of funny, man. I've rolled 50 and gotten nothing before with boosters.
Oh yeah, I figured out the trick to maximizing your rolls as well. I think that's the thing. Like, remember how I said it took me 700? I think I did those 700 without switching groups. But now I switch groups every 3 rolls, and I get way better rolls.
I don't know if I believe all that stuff.
Yeah, no, it does. It totally works, because the game, basically, it's a random number generator, but the game seems to be programmed to give you 3 favorable rolls, or like a bonus to your first 3 rolls, or whatever it is. That's definitely in the game code. Just I played it enough, I can tell. And logging in and out of an instance basically resets that bonus, so you keep getting that bonus every time, and that's why my rolls have been so much more favorable. Those 137s I'm getting would have been like 134s had I not switched groups.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I don't know if I believe that you're right either. It's hard for me to believe that there's some mechanic that makes the first few rolls better. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. It seems to be. It's the same thing when you're looking for materials on a planet, right? You stop finding stuff, you just log in, log out, do circles for about a minute so that everything will spawn back in, and you'll find like 3 clusters right beside you. It's ridiculous. And it's the same thing with the enemy spawns. If you spawn into an instance, it's all anacondas and pythons, you stay in that instance because you know it's going to be good. Whereas if it's just spawning eagles and sidewinders, you want to reset it until you get the pythons and anacondas for maximum money, right?
Yes.
It's all the same mechanic.
Come on, I need one more.
And you know, the one that I don't want to believe but seems to work is when you log into the Night Shady private group, you get good rolls. I can't explain the science behind it, but it just works.
I don't know. Maybe it's because they use so much.
It could just be that they use like the first 3 letters of the name as a seed for the random rolls, and your first 3 letters are just really like viable or something. They're all maxed out, or I don't know. Like,
Oh, there we go.
there's no logical explanation for it, but it does work.
No, there's not.
But yet, I got a 137, a 138, and a 139. Stormy got a 141, and Jay got a 140, all in the Night Shady private group. And I'm switching groups constantly. Like, I don't always just pick Night Shady. I cycle through all my privates, and I've got like 20 on my list.
What are phase alloys used for? I know that's used for something that...
Here, let's take a look.
Something I use this for. Might be like...
Kinetic shield booster level 5, long range cannon level 5, dirty
That's it.
drive thruster level 5.
Base alloys? Not dirty drive 5.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Dirty drive tuning. Wait, what? Let me see. Yeah. Why is this coming up? Oh, because I had 2 things. Okay, there we go. I had 2 things selected. So yeah, it's just hull, kinetic resist, blast resist hull, thermal resist armor,
Oh, it's, yeah, okay.
and then some level 5 weapon stuff, but mostly, yeah. Pretty sure you can also pick those up at Davs, so anything I can pick up at Davs, I basically just drop. Yeah, you gotta use the ED engineer tool. That thing is the boss.
Well, before I took a break, I had everything memorized, so I didn't really have to look at anything.
Yeah, I'm starting to now that I use this tool, because like definitely the more common things I have memorized. I'm at a point where I know what the ingredients do and what their in-game lore applications are as well. Like if you pump pharmaceutical isolators into Commander Orgrimmar's bloodstream, it yields pure onion head extract.
DeLacy Oscar Romeo Golf. Please ensure you follow standard docking procedures before landing. Request approved. Please head directly for Bay 17. This is flight control. Reduce speed to 100.
It's funny, after last night's fight, I'm rolling shield cell banks now. I think your mic might have broke, or you got it muted or something.
Yeah, sorry, my kid was in here. I was talking to him.
Now I can hear you. I was gonna roll them anyway from my thing, but yeah. So you have a 7A and an 8A shield cell bank on the cutter you were running?
I have an 8A, and I have a 6A.
Oh, 6A, okay. Yeah, because I'm running 8B. I might switch that, because it's not really worth it for heat and stuff.
Granted. Proceed to landing pad 08.
Landing gear deployed.
Are you over Nervik?
3, 2,
I'm actually at Shinrarta right now.
engage.
I'll probably be heading back to Erevit though. I need my ship.
I gotta go get gas. I'm almost out of fucking gas.
I'm just doing rolls on shield cell banks right now.
Shield cell banks for what?
On my Corvette. Almost finished modding it now. Been working on
What are
it.
you rolling?
Specialized shield banks 3. They take crack. The idea
I don't
being
even-
then you can hot bank or at least run 2 with 1 heatsink.
That's the one that decreases the heat.
Yeah, and then you god roll them for decreased heat. I got a god roll on one of my 6As, so that's good.
I actually don't even have anything on my shield banks on my cutter. I don't have anything on them. I guess I should put something on them.
Yeah, I might switch to an 8A and then just do specialized as well. Because, yeah, the extra one is not worth the weight. You get so much extra weight from the 8B.
Yeah, it's like double the weight, isn't it?
Something like that. And then, I mean, I could probably put a 6A on like you did as well, and then have way more shield capacity and probably be the same weight or less.
Yeah, I do like the 8A 6A combo.
But then you're running all cannons, whereas I'm running a variety of heat weapons, so I don't know how viable that'll be power-wise. I'll have to go measure it and figure it out on Coriolis first.
Yeah, that is true. I almost always run a very efficient build. I just prefer that.
Whereas I gotta have long range. I think the long range rail guns might be the best thing in the game right now. Not versus shields, but once the shields go down, one well-placed railgun hit from 5 kilometers can just end your day.
Yeah, I love rails. I run them on my FDL.
Yeah, and you've got good aim. Definitely the
I don't really want the cutter, but
I mean, if you're running 2 rails, you can run both types, but I find the SCB breaker is really good. You don't even need super pen. You can just shoot out their power plant so easily, even with the SCB breaker.
I run actually on my FDL. I run dual super pins. I mean, it's so when you run dual super pins and you put them on the side of an FDL, like it's just devastating because I mean, you almost always hit what you're shooting at because the target area is twice as big because they're right next to each other.
Yeah, I do that too on my FTL, except I'm running 1 shield breaker, 1 super pen. Best of both worlds, I gotta do it. A little less effective on hull, but way more effective versus shields. And obviously the same damage potential roughly, so it's good. I just wish I could aim them. I'm getting better, but still, like, there's people out there that can just do it all in flight assist off. I'm not quite there. But I built the Corvette. It's got 1 long-range huge healing beam and then 1 efficient for close-up healing. So I can do double healing at 3 kilometers or like just a single beam of healing up to 5. And then I've got a gimbal that has the like whatever the one is that just like causes shield regeneration.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Covariant. Why do I always forget what this is called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then the rest I got 4 turrets. So then basically if they're target lock breaking me, I can heal one of our guys in the wing and all my turrets will be firing and just like shooting. And they're all status effect stuff. So one's scramble, one's phasing, one's thermal shock, and then one is what's the other one? It's either emissive or I think it's a missive.
What a great debuff ship.
Yeah, so it's a massive support ship. And then I've got shield, basically 2 7As and 2 6As that I'm going to run for shield banks. And I'm going to try and get somewhere close to 7,000 shields on it. It's got about 5,400 now. That's with just with 7A regular shields. I have to unlock prismatics again.
Oh yeah.
So it should be good. It'll be good for wing fights. And if they try and kill me, I can just use my shield banks and then wake out if I need to, so it'll be fine.
Landing operation
But like the
complete.
idea is
Commence system
I try to
shutdown.
stay sort of incognito or just wait to jump in at the last minute when someone needs me and then take an FDL from 1 ring back to full rings in like a second. The salt
That's
will be
odd.
flying.
I'm not pledged to anybody right now. Did they?
Yeah, they reset it.
Oh. Why would they do that?
They made a change to power play, how it worked. So basically anyone who didn't have merits at that time would get unpledged. So, yeah, kind of sucks.
Wait, so if you don't get merits every week, you get unpledged?
No, just when they made that change, because they were changing the way NPCs would attack you and stuff, so basically anyone who wanted to stay in had to get merits that week, and then they were still in their thing. Anyone who didn't get merits that week automatically got reduced to no faction.
Oh shit, I need to... Guess I should pledge... I don't know, should I pledge? Probably Denton Petraeus.
Depending on what you need.
I mean, I don't need anything anymore.
Oh yeah. I would just do Aisling then, just so you always have access to the shields. But then, I guess you probably don't need the shields.
Yeah, I really don't. I've stockpiled prismatics. I got a couple of blanks. I don't think I saved an 8A blank. Can't remember. What does Petraeus have again? I don't even remember.
I think that's
Takeoff
Imperial
procedure
Highlands, isn't it?
complete. Clear for departure.
No, that's
Oh no,
Marissa,
it's
isn't it?
it's the PAs, the APAs.
Oh yeah, this is garbage.
Best weapon in the game right now.
The APA?
Oh, big time. Rapid fire APA with target lock breaker. You win. Fatality. The target can't hit you with anything and can't target you, and then wants to quit the game due to rage.
I guess I'll pledge Petraeus.
Yeah. If you don't have those, you should probably go roll them, because they're gonna patch them out, I'm sure, at some point.
I do have them. I have 3 of them, I think. Oh god, damn, Petraeus is dead last in the
Flight control now offline.
Yeah, I noticed that when I pledged Aisling, she was last place. I was like, what happened?
She's 5th now.
Yeah, and that's the thing, it fluctuates. She was obviously just having a bad week, or 5th columnists were really doing her in.
You know what? I think I will pledge Aisling.
The People's Princess. That was who I first pledged. That's like who I technically am still pledged to, obviously not in the game, but like in my mind, I never left Aisling.
Did I get gas? I can't remember any of it. Alright, let's see what I want. I need cadmium.
Yeah, that's why I was following Jay around. Last time I followed Jay around, 72 cadmium in a single, probably 45-minute session that he did not pick up, and I just picked it all up. He literally did all the work, I just followed him around and picked up the scraps.
I know one of these planets here. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
A5
A1
has
has it as well.
1.6. A1 does? No.
For cadmium? Sorry,
Not
it's
A1.
B1.
Oh yeah, B. Okay,
Yeah,
so
B1's the planet.
1.5 and 1.6 Let me see what I need.
Don't
for,
even look at those numbers really. They're not accurate for Pancomo. It's like 1.8 equals 39%.
Let me see what I need for. I need a pen. Get the Bible out.
Oh, I'm back.
So
I'm gonna grab pen, I'll be
it looks
right-
like Nightshady needs cadmium. He's getting pen and paper. He's gonna do this old school style. It's gonna be 75 tiny scribbles in a very efficient tally pattern.
Sorry, RJ, I'm really stoned right now, so I didn't catch anything.
Oh, okay.
The onion head is strong.
Oh yes, I should reload my onion head vaporizer here as well.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
So Nightshady needs cadmium, and he's getting his book to tally the cadmium he needs using some sort of
Pancomo.
very efficient tally system.
Pancomo is very good for that.
Yeah, well, I think he's there, or he's at Dav's Hope, so it's like right beside it. When he comes back, you should invite him to the wing.
Hey, you guys should invite me to the wing.
There is no wing right now. I'm in like solo play.
Why did my earphones go dead? I just put them on the charge. There's no way. There's no way.
Uh-oh, the battery may be like dying then.
Watch your fight against Adam Soul. You more or less committed suicide by insufficient system pips.
Yeah, Agma. This is why I use macros for my pips, because then it makes everything really easy and I can get full shields in just like a second.
No, I
But you'll
just
get
should stay full shield.
I think that you should keep trying to do your pips. Like, obviously, that was your first time really messing with it. If you practice it more, like not in the
No, I didn't.
the
I didn't.
rugby ones, but you know, in wing fights you can do pip management and then get better that way.
Yeah.
In 1v1's 402 is actually a pretty good idea, especially if you've got enough weapon power. It just slows
Alright,
you down.
B1 has everything I need.
Yeah, B1's the best, man.
Yeah, B1's the best for your cadmium.
Did they increase the number of materials you need for basic reloads? It seems like it's more, or am I just forgetting?
No, that's the same.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
so-
Good to have you back, Shady.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I miss playing.
It's not used to having you in voice anymore. Like, oh, Shady's here again. Oh yeah, fuck. Novium, Mercury. Yes, give it to me. Sulfurous.
Gear deployed.
That's
Hey, Shady,
Phosphorus and
remember
sulfur put
the
together.
original founder of 13th? The A guy, Commander
Yeah, of course. And Dario?
Andaria, yeah. Did he ever come back? Is he ever going to come back, you think?
Yeah. No, he hasn't played for like 2 years, man. He quit when I took over.
I know, like what
Which
happens if he
was-
came back? He would technically be above you, wouldn't he?
No.
I know, like, obviously everyone here would be following you over him, but like, it'd be interesting to see
Nope,
what he would, if he tried to take over or something.
No, he wouldn't. Cause
he would be a
wasn't
recruit.
He wasn't a PvPer. That was the whole thing.
That's
That's
true,
why
yeah.
they recruited me to like help people.
I don't know if you subscribe to the Aisling Duval Slack or the subreddit, but apparently they're trying to form like another 13th Legion over there, where they have a QBO defense force basically, and that's what we were originally, right?
My game
Yeah.
is crashing, dude. So weird.
Yeah, planetary surfaces. Plus, you like left it there AFK for like a good 45 minutes, so probably overheating.
Maybe so.
Planetary surfaces are pretty intense on the computer.
Alright, I'm going to B1.
My
See,
computer's
I'm
very cool.
Cadmium I need. Ugh. Need a lot. Crap. I'm not gonna be able to farm materials because I have too much other stuff that I need.
ED engineer clears out your slots in no time.
Well, it's not that, it's that I have like, you know, I got stuff for shield boosters, you know, and I got stuff for long range railguns, and I got, you know,
Yeah, that's why I
stuff
try
for
to do
this
one
and-
at a time. So like I reduce everything to 10 basically, and then except for the stuff I'm about to roll.
What the hell do I have all these hybrid capacitors?
Also, when you're engineering, you don't want to be like storing ammo, right? It sucks to try and do both. That's why you basically fire off all your premium ammo and then go do a round of engineering and then go grind some more premium ammo, and then the cycle continues. And if you're Rambo, you just skip the grinding part and you do only the premium ammo reloads and then the fighting.
Frameshift drive charging.
Although he almost did some grinding today. It was close.
Yeah.
It's funny how he's like so anti-grind, and this is probably the grindiest game ever.
Yeah.
I look forward to the next expansion where they add a third hidden layer of grinding that we didn't think was possible.
Man, I have so much stuff I don't want to drop.
If only there was some sort of auction house where you could gain credits for selling goods.
Yeah, dude, I wish you could just buy this stuff. Like, roll up to the auction house and buy 75 cadmium for a few million.
Yeah, I need to buy 10 stacks of cadmium.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, they changed? Oh, no, they didn't.
Warning.
I kind of like cruising around in my cutter.
Beyond safety limits.
That's why I call it the luxury cruiser.
The nice thing about the cutter is like when you get out of it into like any other ship, it's like, oh my god, it just feels like you're flying so fast and so maneuverable.
Also, if you got the Imperial fighter, you can jump in that real quick for like some nice turning speed, and then you get back in the cutter, and it's like, oh.
Yeah. I forget which one I have the Taipan.
Yeah, you're using Taipans. I remember.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, come on. Right, we're gonna do it right there.
Oh, Pankomo. God, it's so bumpy though.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
It's not like a smooth spot on it.
Yeah, it's just low G. That's the only good thing about it.
Oh man, excuse me.
Okay, I can't even regular charge now. This is weird.
Having so much trouble with these earphones.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety
It's insane.
Frameshift drive charging.
Apologize for the jittery sounds if you're having any.
Nah, it's just doing that buzz now.
Fuck off, Buzz. Did it stop?
Yeah, I think so. It seems to
Yeah.
clear itself up pretty well. Like, it's intermittent at first.
I know people in my stream can hear it because I can see it on my OBS.
Yeah.
So sorry. I really need to get a set of earphones that don't rely on me driving. I'm kind of done with these. Done.
Frameshift drive charged.
I don't get the amount of usage that I want out of them.
Yeah, the
I would need
Logitech ones are pretty good. Which ones do you have?
Of the Corsair engines.
Yeah, Corsair. I've had lots of Corsair products. They definitely aren't as bad as LG, but they do eventually break and fall apart. So
These have been pretty good to me, man.
yeah, well, you're lucky man. I had
I have
a
two
set
pairs.
of Corsair speakers. I went through 2 sets of those, and a set of Corsairs that eventually died as well. It's like they do eventually die, but they got pretty good shelf life. Like at least get like 2 or 3 years out of them, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
Not like LG where on day 366 it immediately falls apart.
Frameshift drive charging.
Like not even kidding. It's like I would check the warranty and it expired 2 days before. I'm like, that's some bullshit. Like they designed these things to fail exactly at a specific time.
My Elite just crashed again.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. I don't understand why it's crashing.
I guess someone's trying to gank you or something.
Maybe.
Just going to solo play. Having no troubles in solo. With them, it's not really fun.
Don't play in solo unless you really.
Yeah, I'm just transporting stuff around. Otherwise, I would totally be flying it open too. And I was earlier, and it was fine. So I don't know. Must be your internet.
Oh, my internet doesn't crash the game.
That's true. Well, maybe. Did it crash the desktop, or did it just go back to main menu?
Crash the desktop.
Yeah, it shouldn't be your internet. Though.
Crash the desktop. Yeah.
Also, I mean, you're running a stream that has had no interruption, right? So it's probably not your internet. It's probably just Elite. That's Elite for you.
Elite being elite. God damn, just let me play, guys. I just want to fly my ship. Need to get my maps, yo.
Doesn't matter what ship you fly, because we're all reduced to driving the shittiest, smallest go-kart across planet surfaces.
Yeah, so true.
I want a tank, and also like a speeder bike, you know.
Okay. Time to get some cadmium.
Farm all the cadmium.
All your cadmium are belong to me.
That's good.
WC Oscar Romeo Golf. This is Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander.
Remember the first time I went hunting for cadmium? Nearly lost my goddamn mind.
I don't remember though.
Oh, it was funny. I was looking for cadmium, and I found a planet that had 3% cadmium, and then it would just never drop. Like, it had no metallic meteors. It was so ridiculous. And the planet's just all red, so it was making me really angry.
And then you go to Pangomo and it has like 0.9% and it like pops up all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, those numbers are just bullshit. That's all it is.
Hey, does the double barnacle still work?
I think they've reduced the drop rates. Like, it only drops 1 now. They're way reduced. But there's also like 200 known barnacle sites now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it kind of exploded after the whole thing.
That double barnacle was really good place to farm mats.
Contact.
Yeah, I think there's like,
Shut down.
because you can go to the ground bases now, right? And there's like triple barnacles and stuff. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
There was a bug where when you found one random barnacle site, it would illuminate all the other ones on the planet that you were on. So someone found like 7 barnacles at once.
Really?
Yeah, they fixed the bug, but now all the barnacles have already been discovered. So it's like, yeah, good job.
Oh, Nobium and everything, Mercury. What a beautiful rock. These beautiful materials.
Now that I've done some rolls, I might have to come back and get some more mats.
I just want reloads. That's all I want. Reloads. Does Night Shady know about my dedication to reloads?
Yeah, yeah. Maximum reloads.
Yes, 1,000 micromaterials dedicated to only reloading. All of the materials have been trashed.
That was good though. That lasted you a good long time, so it's actually kind of
Almost a
worth it.
month. Hell yeah. Takes me about a couple hours to farm too, and really not that long. Now I kind of took a break. I went to go smoke with a friend, but I have a metallic meteorite right here. It's all by its lonesome self. It's not a cluster.
Yeah, I hate those lone ones.
I like them.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah. I just
That's
about to say.
What I like is when you think you've got a cluster of 3, and then it
Yeah, I
turns out to
know.
be a cluster of 4.
I've never seen a cluster before. What?
Yeah, I've had a cluster of 4 twice now.
That's never ever happened to me.
Yeah, no, one time it was with you. It was when you were like doing all those. I think it was because we were together. It's probably like overlapping clusters of 3 or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, one of them was that night when I picked up 72 cadmium, just trailing you around after you. Which I might also do again tonight if that's what you're doing, because that's the good way to get cadmium. That's what Shady needs to be
farming.
doing.
Yeah, I might be going to B1 afterwards. I got some stuff
Yeah.
to get on there too.
If Jay gets
I'll be getting
there, just
cadmium,
follow
I won't
Jay
be picking
around,
up.
and he won't be picking up the cadmium. You can just grab it all.
Yeah, I'm a pro at this. Just Orgy got like 60 cadmium, 70 cadmium in like 15 minutes. It's hilarious.
It's the most cadmium I ever saw in my life.
Got a mercury, carbon. Yeah, boy. Give me that carbon. That mercury and that iron. Fucking beautiful reloads. I like the beginning of farming reloads when you're empty. Everything is nice. You're just like, yeah, iron. The best thing in the world.
Yeah, iron and nickel, sweet.
I know, I'm picking up iron, nickel, sulfur, carbon. I have like nothing right now.
You know, you can now synthesize oxygen in your ship.
What?
Yep,
Yeah.
life support.
Really?
Yep.
Yep. Nickel and iron. Makes no sense.
Where is that at? Synthesis, limpets.
The bottom. Closer to the bottom.
Oh, life support. Heat
Yeah, boy.
sinks.
It's nice.
Oh, you can make heat sinks? Wow.
Yeah, heat sinks
So those-
and chaff too.
What's
So,
compact composites and filament composites? I've never seen those.
yeah, I haven't seen those either yet.
Yeah,
Those are to
apparently
make
they're
chaff.
not in the game anymore, the filament ones.
Oh wow, you get plus 2-second duration to the chaff. You get the
Yeah.
premium. What about the heat sink? Ooh, plus 30% heat dissipation if you do premium heat sinks.
Oh yeah!
Holy crap,
Yeah,
dude, that's
be loading
huge.
premium heat sinks at the beginning of a wing fight and stuff.
Yeah, why not? Or put them on your stealth ship.
Yeah, I haven't so far done any heatsink synthesis in battles yet, but I'm gonna build ship builds on it, and I gotta test it still.
Man,
I don't like that they can stop your reloads though. I don't.
I don't like it either, Shady, but it's a nice challenge. Honestly, I've accepted it. It's really cool, I find.
Yeah.
Well,
and-
yeah. I mean, I'm not
yeah.
gonna like rage.
I don't
quit
like-
or anything, but
I don't like it that at first I wasn't agreeing with it either because I felt like I should only get it if it's hull damage, not shield damage. Like maybe cancel my reload because I'm getting hull damage,
right.
but shield damage that interrupts a reload, it's kind of weird to me too. I don't know, but it's just it's kind of a nice challenge.
Gives
And-
lasers a boost.
We're fighting a bunch of fixed builds anyways. Like it's really not hard to reload. Like you can check in my latest fights.
That being said, you
I've
can't
reloaded
reload
most of them.
and reboot at the same time, so it's like one or the other. It's an interesting tactical option.
You need speed though. Speed is a big thing now.
Yeah, this
why
makes
everyone's going
cutters
crazy
really
for crack.
viable, especially with Olympics now too.
Everyone's
Or
like
not cutters,
crack.
clippers.
They're going crack crazy. It's funny that cracked initial formula is actually like crack.
Yeah, it really is.
It
the
feels
same
like
thing.
yeah. People are going crazy. They need to crack.
There's no a reason that they named it cracked industrial firmware. They knew what they were doing.
They knew it. It's fucking dirty bastards.
Yeah, it's all about crack and meth. Modified embedded firmware. MEF. Meth. Yeah, they know.
METHOD. Man.
That's what this game needs, some methadone.
No, Onion Head, we're good, bro. It's all good. We don't need to stretch it out further than that. Palm near tits.
Well, they already have narcotics in the game.
Landing couple are disengaged. You are clear to leave.
You
That's
get
assumed to be
Adamany.
the hard
That's gonna
stuff.
be. Adamany is gonna be annoying to get.
Plus, you know, the onion head goes down a little bit better if you sprinkle some refined focus crystals on top. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Make way for oncoming traffic.
Man, I guess it's incredible salsa. I gotta go grab the rest of it.
Right.
Scan detected. Frameshift drive charging.
Crap. I'm gonna have to dump a bunch of crap to get my pharmaceutical isolators.
4, 3,
Yeah, I always do the isolators last.
Yeah. Well,
They're kind of a pain. There's no fast way to get those.
you know,
to-
I was noticing that Nanoman was an outbreak actually. The only problem is it's Federation, so you get other drops, but it's kind of random that Nanoman was an outbreak.
Man, this salsa is amazing. Homemade salsa is nothing better, huh? Oh man.
frameshift drive charging.
How much cadmium do you need?
I need
3,
58 pieces.
Oh, you're going for 58 rolls. That's pretty decent.
I have 75 crack, and I got 17 cadmium. I don't even know what I'm gonna roll. Probably might.
Also,
have
you're
to,
going
I guess.
75 rolls then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's a respectable number.
Anything
You-
above 50 is respectable.
You might get something.
I hope you do, and you have to do it in your church because I don't know what it is. with
Oh,
that
I
church.
will. I always roll the church.
Log in and out every like 4 or 5 rolls.
Yeah.
I logged in and out every 10 rolls. That's what I did though.
charging.
Yeah, see, I've been doing fluctuating. Sometimes I do 4, sometimes
Only-
I'll do 10, but yeah, never more than 10.
But only because I had 150 rolls. So, might want to do.
Yeah, more
Five-
frequently
every
seems
5
to
rolls?
work better for me.
I just feel like sometimes you can get the good rolls, not at the beginning, but at the end sometimes. Of those, out of those 10 rolls. That's why I roll 10 times. If I know I've already seen the good rolls, then I'll skip out.
Yeah, that's true as well. Like, if you haven't got the good rolls yet, yeah, don't leave. Not always, depending on how far in you are. But if you get them right at the beginning, don't expect to get them again. You should probably log out, log back in.
It's weird how it helps, but it does.
Yeah, it really does. I can't deny the effectiveness of this strategy so far.
Frameshift drive charging.
No IOBM, yeah, baby. You gotta be loaded with that shit.
I'm almost there. One jump away.
Go for the preems. Ooh.
Now that you're back online, grinding that cadmium, I want some of the cadmium faucet as well.
3, 2, 1.
I'll let Shady get all the bits first, and then I'll get the rest.
No, I'm not there right now though.
There's a cabin.
I need more mercury. Is there mercury at B1? I don't remember. Nope.
No, that's somewhere else.
Yeah, the one I'm in right now.
It's polonium and cadmium that drop in B1.
I need polonium too. There's something else that lands there too.
I think niobium as well, but it's like really rare.
Oh, here, I'll tell you real quick. I'm right here. B1 has polonium, molybdenum, cadmium, arsenic,
Arsenic, that's
germanium,
the one.
zinc,
Arsenic.
phosphorus, nickel, carbon, iron, sulfur.
I was
That's the
thinking of
one I need.
molybdenum as well. I always get that.
No, I need it. Yeah, arsenic's good for explosive and multi cannons.
Yeah, arsenic's
Yeah, jump
used
drive,
for a couple things.
Very useful.
Polonium and FSD boost, or frameshift drive mods, I think, use it as well.
Yep.
If you're going for god rolls on your frameshift drive, like me. Get that extra light year on your combat ship. It's worth it for explorer ships, though, totally.
Yo,
Yo, yo,
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
nothing. What are you guys doing?
Grind.
Looking for some
We're surface.
cadmium.
Yeah, we're surface prospecting. We do.
Sounds exciting.
We're all going to be
Yeah.
surface prospecting on the same planet, though, so that's more exciting.
Encomo?
Yeah. It's the Pancomo party.
Dude, I was just there.
Plus, Jay's only doing reloads, so he's basically paying out cadmium at ridiculous rates.
I will be very soon.
Last time I got 70 cadmium in about 15 minutes, so that gives you an idea.
Observe docking reservation protocols. Submit a
Yeah, that
request
place is great
before
for
landing.
cadmium.
I have a pretty good cadmium spot. I need to go farm some pharmaceutical isolators still.
Yeah, I need to do that too, dude.
They need a pharmaceutical isolator train.
Hmm.
Yeah, the one nice thing about the pharmaceutical isolators is often you'll get a couple drops in each USS when you get it.
Yeah.
So it's like 9 at a time, not like
Yeah,
3.
sometimes, yeah. It is
Yeah.
good drop.
Yeah, I've gotten up to 5.
Yeah. What they need is like a mega ship that's a hospital ship that you can attack, and you get like 50 pharmaceutical isolators you can just scoop up.
Yeah,
Might have
blow
found
up
a
a hospital.
cluster.
I'm totally willing to blow up a hospital to cut the grind down.
Yeah.
As long as they're fed hospital ships, it's fine.
Yeah, of course, yeah. That's-
Landing gear deployed.
Imperial isolators.
I still don't know how I feel about this little, what do you call it now? This little Steel Series.
The what?
Yeah, because it gave
The
you
steel
trouble with the drivers, but it feels good in the head.
No,
right?
I got it fixed. There's just like, it's like a basic mouse with a lot of buttons and an LCD screen, kind of, is what it feels like to me.
Yeah, well, I saw the LCD.
It's a good sensor, but I mean,
Is it useful to have an LCD in your mouse?
well, it also can vibrate too, and you can set it up for games. So like, you can set it up so like it'll like alert you of like your ultimate being ready if you're in a game with an ultimate. You can have it like alert you with the vibrate when like things come off cooldown.
Oh, that's cool. It's got vibrate. That's like interesting.
I mean, the picture that I took is the Discord like function of it, where it's when somebody's talking, it'll light up on the mouse with who's talking, which is kind of cool.
That's pretty cool. I actually do like that. Like that, I would probably use that feature. I had that on my LCD screen before, but I use that for my temperature and time.
Yeah.
One on my keyboard. So maybe I do need a mouse one. I'm gonna have LCD screens everywhere.
Yeah, I mean it's neat, but I don't know. Like I think like I like the other ones as far as being like an actual mouse. Like in terms of like this one feels alright, but the other thing that I don't like is the left side buttons, like the thumb buttons, don't exactly feel very like intuitively placed.
Yeah, those are important.
Yeah, whereby the Corsair and the Razer are pretty badass with that. Like they're like perfect. You put your hand on the mouse and you just like press down where you want the button to be, and magically it's there.
All right, Shady, Jay, I sent you guys winged bits. Rendezvous at Hankomo B1.
We'll be about.
Beacons on, crimes off.
The fortunate thing is I think my daughter actually wants the Steel Series. I told her she could pick one out and I'd give it to her.
There you go. And it's the one you don't like, so then it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Right?
Then I can keep the Razer and the Corsair.
So which one is it between those two then? The Razer?
I'm not decided. It's kind of hard to tell because I really like the Corsair, but I also really like the Razer too.
It's funny because we were just talking about Corsair and their medium lifetime lifespan.
Oh, what? Has people had problems with their mice and stuff before?
Well, every Corsair product I have is now in the garbage and dead, so that should tell you something. But it's not nearly as bad as
surprising.
LG. They would die right after the warranty expired. 1 year warranty, that thing dies on day 366, and it's just like, ugh. Whereas Corsair seemed to just have a natural lifespan, just wasn't built very well and would eventually fail maybe after 2 or 3 years.
That's why Razer is the best.
But yeah, so that Razer mouse will probably work for 10 years, 15 years.
Dude,
right?
I have a 5-year-old Razer mouse.
That are still working.
Yeah, my Razer mouse like
Razer
almost
right
7
there
years old.
Probably wins it. Just get used to that one, even if it's not as good, because it won't die on you.
Well, I mean, ultimately, like, here's the thing. So, like, I narrowed it down to the sensor that I wanted in the mouse. All 3 of these mice have the same exact sensor in them. And then I kind of decided that I wanted something with the 2 basic mouse click buttons, and then I also wanted the 2 side buttons, and then a thumb clutch. So, ironically enough, the Steel Series doesn't actually... I don't think you can program it to have the thumb clutch. I thought it had one, but it's just like another button
So
that you can bind to things.
Thumb clutch for? What's that do?
Thumb clutch is like most people call it the sniper button. It's basically like when you hold it down, it'll like use a predefined DPI while it's being depressed, so you can like use like a reduced sensitivity for
just on
sniping.
The fly. Okay.
Yeah, but you just hold it down with your thumb while you want to do it.
And is it like a analog or is it digital, like button push? Is it like
it's just like an actual button push. No, just a regular button, just like a button on the side.
Okay.
You can see it in the picture that I posted before of the mice. You can see both the Corsairs is the red one, and then the other one's kind of weird on the Razer. But that's why I didn't want to get the Death Adder, because the Death Adder did not have the thumb clutch. The Basilisk did. So.
Yeah, I know. What up, Star Squatch? How's it going, man?
The real question is, does Star Squatch use a thumb clutch?
Does Star Squatch use a thumb clutch? No idea.
I know, it's hard to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to narrow it down, I feel like the perfect mouse out of the 3, I probably like the Corsair the most, because the one thing that does irk me with the Razer is the fact that while you can change, like, it has like the profiles for different sensitivities, which I kind of like, because if I'm in a cutter, I usually go like really high sensitivity, where if I'm in like a Viper or like something really agile, I'll actually use a lower sensitivity if I'm playing with my mouse.
What's the price difference between the Corsair and the Razor there?
I think the Corsair was $69, and I think or not the Corsair, the Razor was $69, and the Corsair was $49.
Yeah, that's what I think.
The Steel Series retails for $99, so.
Oh, it's a little pricey for not being the best.
I mean, I could see people liking it. I just feel like
the name. It's all in the name.
it has the screen in it, right? So like, there's that, and you can change the sensor out. You can swap cables with it. You can 3D print a back for it. Like, it's very tactical in that respect.
Hey Shady, turn your beacon on. And are you in the big crater? You're in the big crater, right?
No, I just picked a flat spot.
Oh, dude, you should come fly over to the big crater. This is where all the fucking cadmium is.
What?
Yeah, it's like concentrated all in this spot.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you.
That's okay, I got my beacon on. You can fly to me.
I turned it on.
Yeah, I don't like that when you change the profiles, the Razor is the only one that doesn't actually like have like a color displaying which profile you're using at the time.
Yeah,
that's
even
the one
my mouse
knock against that one.
I've got like this shitty Walmart mouse. And it even has
Like every
colors.
mouse in the world has that. And the dumb thing is it has 2 LEDs in the Razor mouse. It's like you could have just used one for like a useful function.
Yeah, is it always green then?
No, like it's the RGB. Like you can all 3 mice are RGB. I can change the color of it.
That was always my problem with the Razors. They were always just green and you couldn't change the color. But now I don't even really give a shit. And now you can change the color. So
I mean, it's just blue, dude.
Is it? No, I always saw the green ones when I was always in the store. Maybe that's just the color they made them. I don't know.
Maybe the Razor Death Adder Lefty is blue, because it is blue.
Yeah. Don't forget this was a few years back, so they may have changed color in the intervening years.
True.
I'm thinking of like the, not the Death Adder, but I think it was the Death Stalker or something. It was the one before it.
I like how they follow like a Star Wars theme kind of.
Yeah, they look cool, but I heard the performance was good, and they don't seem to die, so.
No, they
all
don't. They're
good.
invincible.
Yeah, they're good. Logitech's pretty good too. I mean, it eventually dies, but they're pretty robust.
Well,
like my brother said, he literally took his apart, his Razor Death Adder, like mine, Lefty. Took it apart, cleaned it, and he put it back together, and it was like new.
Yeah.
Well,
the
the problem with some of those things is like the reason I'm upgrading is because of the sensor of my mouse that I have right now. Like it's 8 years old. I love the shit out of that mouse, but it's 8 years old.
Yeah.
So which mouse is it?
I posted a picture in the Cantina before. I'll put another one up. You can see like the buttons are all worn off and shit.
Oh yeah, that's like my old mouse. That's the thing. The mouse I had before, now if you want to buy like one new in package, well you can't, but like you can get used ones off Amazon for like $600, and like that's insane.
Yeah. There you go. That's the setup right now. The far left is my Rat 7, which is my old mouse. You can see like the buttons have the finish like rubbed off on most of the top of it.
Oh yeah, I remember your Rat 7 picture. Yeah, I was considering getting one of those. That was like right there in the top of the mouse choices. I don't know if my hand would get used to that shape, that's all, but probably.
Oh, well, it will, because the Rat 7, you can change 3 palm rests, like 3 pinky rests. You can push the sides of it out. You can push the back of it out. Like, you can literally control the shape of it to, like, whatever you want.
Yeah, that's why it looks so good.
Yeah, it's totally modular.
I might have to, like, get one of those anyway, because, yeah.
Well, they have the Rat 8s out, but those were out of stock everywhere. And the Rat 8 actually shares the same sensor as the other 3 mice that I was looking at.
So that might be good. Also, the Vorpil and VKB joystick makers, those Russian joystick guys, they both basically announced twist adapters for their joysticks like today and yesterday.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so now like I'm all on board for like my dream setup.
How expensive?
Oh, super expensive, but like the adapters are going to be like $40, so that's
what do you have to buy? What do you have to buy for the whole thing? Is it like how do you pay them? Is it like shekels or what is the Russian currency?
Yeah, rubles, I think. But no, they have Amazon stores and stuff, so you can pay them in American dollars.
How many cubits of gold?
We only
How many bottles
take
of
a
vodka
payment
does it cost?
in Putin must
Like I will trade you 3 goats and
They take direct wire payment in polonium. Don't ask what it's going to be used for. On an unrelated topic, would you like some tea?
yeah, I do like the shape of the what do you call it though. The Steel Series isn't too bad. I kind of like that it's long and sloped. It's kind of interesting.
A Steel Series product finally fails the test. Didn't fail, it just didn't, perform adequately for price point and what you wanted it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the other two are more comfortable, to be honest. If you look, though, they're kind of like, I'm trying to get one that's like a similar shape to the Rat 7, and I think the other two better mimic it.
The Razor's always had a kind of funky shape, so, yeah. But yeah, those are basically the best mice. I mean, that's what they do. They make really good computer mice and like keyboards, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, the only one that's like the only 2 mice that I would consider adding to the list is if I could find a Rat 8, and if I could find, or I could find one, I guess, like the G502 Logitech.
Got a Cadmium.
I have a Razer headset. I really like that.
Yeah.
That Cadmium.
But the shootout, I think, is beginning here. I think the real shootout right now, in my opinion anyway, is between the Razer and the Corsair for me.
Yeah. I'm debating who's the real best, like, overall. It's either probably Razer or Logitech at this point for computer.
I have to say, I admire your, like, dedication to pick the best one. I just, like, oh, what's the newest Razer out? Okay, that's what I'm gonna get. And not, like, just test them out or anything.
Like, that's why I put my Rat 7 in the picture, though. Like, if you look how beat the fuck that thing is, that's 8 years of gaming with it. Like, I try to do it right once and not, like, have to go out yearly and buy a new mouse, so.
No, it's good. I definitely should learn from
Oh, no,
that.
I admire you. I don't know. I couldn't do it. Like, buy them all, try them, send them back. Ugh.
I might give my daughter one and then send the other one back.
There you go.
She likes gaming, and she has her little laptop that she plays games on too. So
plus, if you keep the
I'm
Corsair,
thinking about building her one.
You might as well keep the both of them if you're keeping the Corsair, because you know the Corsair is eventually going to die, and you'll need a replacement mouse.
It might. I mean, the Corsair's pretty cheap, though. Honestly, the Corsair is definitely the heaviest. And the funny thing is that wasn't mentioned in any of the reviews. However, the Steel Series was always mentioned as being heavy, and you'll have to get used to it. The Steel Series is probably, yeah, it's like the second lightest of the bunch. I picked it up and I was like, really? That's what we're saying it's heavy? Like, I don't know how limp-wristed you people are.
What's the weight of it in grams?
I don't even know offhand. I could pull up a sheet here, or check the box.
It's cool
Probably has it. Here, hang on. Let me
Logitech
grab the
one
box.
Had removable, like, 8 gram and 4 gram weights, so you could adjust the weight.
Yeah, it's the G502.
Yeah, I had that thing. It's amazing.
I don't think it's actually going to tell me the weight on the box.
If that hadn't have broke, that basically would have been the best mouse I ever owned. It still is, because, like, functional, that was the best mouse, but then it died. So,
Yeah.
Like, if I could get a Razer with those features, I'm going to actually have to look for that, because that would be the ideal mouse. Do Razers have removable weights?
No. The Razer is actually the lightest one that I have right now.
Yeah, they're kind of the opposite thing. I need a heavy mouse, and adjustable's good, because then I can make it as heavy as I need.
Yeah.
Because then my aim is just super good. I can crank the sensitivity in the game and just, like, move these tiny little movements at high DPI, right? That's also why I want a better stick, because this one's starting to fail. I know the Russian ones are basically AK-47 joysticks. Those things, you know, have metal cams and everything underneath, and even if it breaks, you can take it apart and fix it yourself. Whereas the same is not as easy with the Cytec ones.
No.
Well,
Like the Russian ones are built to be taken apart and tuned to your fine specifications.
That's the new Rad 8, but it's, as you can see, currently unavailable. They did have them in stock, but then they sold out like last month.
They're trying to get a new shipment to Earth as soon as possible, because obviously they're made off-world.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that mouse, though, because Logitech bought them out, but they were still selling them. But I don't know.
The inhabitants of the world they come from use tentacles instead of hands, so that's why they've got like all these extra adjustable appendages on the mouse.
my game won't stop fucking crashing.
Yeah, no, you're really having problems with that.
What's the issue? You're gonna run.
Maybe like turn your graphics down or something.
No, this can't be the issue.
Well, planets use like a crazy amount of memory compared to just flying around in space, right?
Doesn't matter, it's Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, well, you know, a new patch comes out and then they break the restrictiveness of your frame rate and it'll just shoot up to crazy high levels. Make sure you've got your frame locked down to 60 if you've only got a 60 Hz monitor. I run this game in triple screen and it doesn't seem to have any restriction on the heat. I can cook my video card if I want to and I'm not careful. That only happened one time. Oh, shady. Oh my god.
What's that?
I'm counting them, hang on. 5 cadmiums on a drop here.
I'm doing pretty good over here. Like, I've... let me check, see what I've got. I've got 20, I guess. Not quite 20. 18, I guess.
Yeah, I just got 18 just now. And I've gotten 21 since I got here, which was like a few seconds ago.
It's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. You just fly in this crater, it's everywhere.
Really? Shit, I may have to come over there then.
Yeah, Jay
give it
showed
a
me
minute.
that. I'm like, why are you in that crater? Does it spawn more there? He's like, yeah. I'm like, no, it doesn't. And then I came down here, I'm like, oh, it does.
It just spawns more metallic meteorites?
Yeah, and then those metallic meteorites are loaded with cadmium and polonium usually. Didn't get any that time, just cadmium, but that's fine.
I'll be back. I'm gonna actually swap mice.
Reboot that computer. That's what I hate about USB now. I unplug like half of my joystick and the whole computer locks up like it just had a heart attack.
Oh, here we go. Metallic meteorite cluster.
Ooh, those are good.
I want to. Which one of these do I want to try? I have the Razor in right now.
Razor.
Wait, do we use Molly for anything?
Razor is life.
Yeah, I'm always dropping Molly. I don't think you really need it. Can't remember what it's for.
Sturdy mounts.
Focused plasma uses equilibrium.
Rappers talk about Molly a lot.
Sturdy railguns use Molly. Doesn't look like I need very much of it.
I know that Miley Cyrus used to require Molly, but I don't think that's the case anymore. They patched that out. Alright, here we go. Killworn scanner. Who's building those? Oh, the level 5 reinforced heatsink launcher needs Molly.
Nice. Been meaning to get a god roll on that.
There's actually a lot of stuff that uses it. On its SRV repair and Yeah, the plasma munitions. All the sturdy Mount 5s basically use it, and all the reinforced stuff. Are you doing armor or hull?
Nah, not really.
And you're not building a hull tank? Then you probably don't need it.
I already have a couple built.
Plus, like, right now is not exactly a good time to be building hull tanks anyway.
Why would they do?
No, they're just not any good currently, and they're not looking like they're going to be until the next patch at least. If anything, they make it worse.
I was thinking about dragging out my DBS.
DBS or X?
S. Diamondback Scout.
That might be the only one that's even viable. Like, the FAS is okay, just because it's got so much hull, but really, like, you can plant it and then it's done. You can blow away its
DBS.
weapons.
The DBS is a nasty little ship, but the thing is, it's got some hard counters, which, you know, if you go up against a ship with a missive and missiles, you're dead.
Which is all my ships.
Even heat, you don't even need a missile.
That's true.
A little bit
if
of
you hit 'em
thermal.
with a little bit of thermal, it's almost the same thing. But that doesn't counter heat sinks as well. Missive's still king.
Is pomegranate really good for you? Who knows? It's eating seeds.
I like pomegranates.
Me too. Like pop in your mouth, but it's like, I wish there was no seed, you know?
Yeah,
I know, right?
It just
They
has
have this
seedless
product now.
pomegranate.
It's called Palm. It's just pomegranate
Yep.
juice, and it costs
Oh,
them
yeah.
so much money.
I use it to
Someone
make
popped all the
a
seeds
drink
for me.
sometime.
I'm pretty sure, like, the amount of farming that has to go into just, like, one pomegranate is probably non-sustainable for just drinking the juice. It's kind of ridiculous. They need to genetically engineer a pomegranate that has, like, 80 times the seeds.
That palm stuff is good, like, as a mixer for drinks.
Maybe crossbreed an orange with a pomegranate, so you get shape of the orange, but the taste of the pomegranate.
A Palma orange.
Yeah, palm orange.
Do it.
Palm orange.
See, my memory and then my CPUs, everything is fucking fabulous. Maybe it's my fan speed, my temperatures, my video card.
Cadmium.
Better scoop up some of that nickel and repair your SRB as well.
I got enough.
That's a good thing that it's all over this planet as well, so if you need repairs, you can easily get it. I think every planet here has the SRB repairs too. I mean, you could always just call your ship and jump back in for a second too, but why waste the time, right?
Yeah, I got enough to repair.
Yeah, my GPU's at 72 Celsius.
Yeah, that's like what mine is at. And mine gets above 75 on planets though. Like right now I'm at 75.
So if your speed, your the heat on your GPU.
Yeah. Heat on my GPU. At 80, my GPU automatically shuts off, so gotta watch out for that.
I put the fan speed up.
Yeah, you
Fuck
should.
it.
That'll make your performance better and maybe you won't crash.
It's cooling down. It's at 64 now.
Yeah, my fan's at 100% at all times. And I've got like another fan blowing on the computer.
My fan speed determines its own, but until shit like this happened.
Yeah, you've got like a good computer now though. You shouldn't be having problems. Especially in Elite Dangerous.
Hey, how much is that 1080 Ti card now? Is it still expensive?
I don't think it's out yet, is it?
1080 Ti? Oh yeah.
Maybe I was thinking of the
Yeah.
1070 Ti.
Oh wait.
No, 1080's out.
Yeah, I think it's the 1070
Not for a while.
that hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
I have an RX 580 though. That's what I have.
is that 1080 Ti come down in price yet, or is it still like $800?
I think it's still really
More.
expensive. Yeah, it's
Or now.
probably more.
More?
People made it rare because of Bitcoin mining.
Bitcoin mining.
Because of what?
Dude,
Yeah, there's scarcity of Bitcoin mining. You can use video cards to mine cryptocurrency, and then yeah, all the crypto miners basically buy up the expensive video cards, and that makes them more expensive due to scarcity.
Wait, okay, explain this to me. How do you mine Bitcoins?
All right, so basically, a cryptocurrency is set up as an algorithm. People can print their own money by decrypting algorithms, and also the people decrypting the algorithms are all networked together as a giant server, and this distributes the currency around, so you don't need banks, and basically it's low fees, and you can use video cards and CPU processor to basically decrypt the algorithms to make money using electricity and extra CPU cycles.
Like, is it profitable?
Yes.
It is right
Made
now,
millions.
and in 2012 it was. I did it in 2012 and mined a whole bunch of
Like, how much
Dogecoin.
could you make?
Well, that's the thing.
Lots of money.
I spent maybe about 700 on video card, and then probably another 300 on electricity mining for about 3 months, and my current value on that is about 4,500. So it's definitely been worth it.
your current value is 45 what?
4,500, and it was about.
I don't
$1,000
understand
invested.
how you're mining money though. Like, I don't get it. Like,
Believe me, I
It's-
barely
it's-
understand how it works. You can just do it. It's
It's a
program.
cryptocurrency, so it's like if you have people who are all about like gold, it's like another. There's cryptocurrency, I guess, an international currency, if you will.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's no exchange for it. You can exchange it
It's like
basically
Bitcoin.
freely, and yeah, it is Bitcoin. It's a different type of Bitcoin, so you can exchange them freely for Bitcoins on these giant online exchanges. But it's
yeah,
not.
but like, is it illegal to like mine it?
No,
No,
No.
unless you're in China, they made it illegal there, and it's still like
But-
the country's #1 revenue
And
source.
how does it like? I mean, I don't get how it works though.
Yeah, there's a wiki article about cryptocurrency. I recommend just reading the first paragraph, and then you'll at least know the words, and then you can try and read some of the other words and understand, what those mean, and maybe figure it out. It's kind of
Start-
mysterious. That being said, you don't really even need to know how it works to do it, so that's a plus. Ooh, phone call. I'll be right back. And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Did you locate the necessary cadmium?
No, I've been actually sidetracked. I was looking at crap on the internet and I haven't collected a single piece since you left.
How much are you at right now?
Let me look. Hold on.
Sounds like he's saying it's your fault.
I have almost 50. I don't have too many to go.
Yeah, I'm at 55 as well. I probably have too much now.
I've been my son's birthday was last week. He wanted a tarantula. I was like, all right. So I was reading up on him, and so whenever I ordered his, I was like, shit, I'm gonna get one too. So now we both have these tarantulas, and I'm just like reading up on them.
2 tarantulas.
The one that I got's like tiny. It's like the size of I don't know, a nickel or maybe a quarter.
But it
His
gets,
is pretty big.
Like bigger, or is that its maximum size?
Yeah. No. It'll get 6 inches across.
Yeah, my neighbor had a tarantula. And she would like keep it in the cage most of the time, but sometimes she'd take it out. They have like really fine hairs, so you can't just like handle them. Yeah.
Yeah. The one that my son got, you can handle, and he's been handling it. But the one I got, you're really not supposed to handle.
Yeah, if you inhale those hairs, it's like really bad for your lungs and shit. It's not good.
Yeah.
But like they can shoot them out of their body if they're threatened, but otherwise they usually won't. But yeah, you have to like, get to know them pretty well and trust them, and you know it's hard to build trust with a 8-legged, you know, insect creature. When you're human.
You have to call it by its first name when you address it.
It's like, almighty
Come on, Larry.
Shelob, do not
Come on,
shoot me
Larry.
with your hairs.
No, you gotta give it a human name like Larry.
Larry. I thought Shelob was a good name for a spider.
That's what I called mine, is Shelob.
There you go.
Yep, that's exactly what I call it.
It's the
one I
only
got's actually
like,
really,
named spider in any kind of literature except for like Charlotte's Web or something.
Yeah, that was my backup. I was like, oh, it's gotta be Shelob.
Yeah, Shelob's awesome. Apparently he's in that new Lord of the Rings game too. I want to play it, but it's all microtransactions and it angers me. Plus I heard like there's bugs and crashes and you know, it's not very good yet. So Game of the Year edition next year with all the microtransactions removed, fingers crossed. See, year 2017 was the year they figured out how to add loot crates, and they also learned about PUBG. So 2018 will be when they realize the backlash from loot crates and that PUBG fades in popularity. Although I could be wrong, it seems to still be growing.
Yeah, PUBG doesn't seem to be going backward.
And that's the same thing that happened with Minecraft. It just kept going, and then there were like a million clones. So we could be in for like a year of PUBG clones, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Sometimes the clones do it better than the original game.
Yeah, that other one that they made, Fortnite, looks actually pretty good. And Jay's got Miscreated. That's the one by the Crytek Engine guys.
trying to decide what game I want to play. I'm between maybe Counter-Strike or maybe PUBG.
If only there was a game where it was Counter-Strike and PUBG.
If only.
That seems like it would be the hit game of 2018 right there. PUBG Counter-Strike. If you could effectively mix the two of them together somehow.
Well, I mean, PUBG kind of is similar to Counter-Strike, I feel. But it's like probably like the modernization of Counter-Strike.
Sort of, yeah. Like, what we need is the balance of the Counter-Strike weapons and maybe the buying system mixed with the dropping in, you know, random each time kind of aspect of PUBG.
That would be kind of interesting. I always like the bomb and like the bombing and like bomb defusal and bomb site, like, you know, defense, like kind of like angle of Counter-Strike.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think people are just sick of playing team deathmatch and people want to try different modes. And PUBG is just a new type of mode.
Well, that's, I think, ultimately what it is. I mean, Counter-Strike had its own mode, though. But Counter-Strike, I think, was, like, more than that. Like if you really want to go back to, like, what made it popular, I feel like really what made Counter-Strike popular was the fact that it was a realistic first-person shooter, and there were none at the time.
So what makes this game popular? That, I guess it's just...
What, Elite?
No, PUBG.
Well, I think it takes that, like, kind of the angle of being, like, a realistic fighter, but it puts you in, like, a massive area with a shitload more people than you're ever used to.
Yeah, that must be it. It's just the high player count. And then the large
map
world
size, too.
Yeah. But, I mean, Arma had this stuff.
I think
it has been done. It just hasn't been done very well before.
Yeah, I think that's a large part of it, though. Like, when you drop into PUBG, like, there could be people anywhere.
Yeah. And Counter-Strike, it's very much map knowledge. They're actually very two different games. I don't know if you could mix them effectively. It'd be interesting to see, though.
Well, right. I mean, they're different, but I think mechanically, at least, like, the physics and stuff like that are very similar compared to a lot of other games. Like, compared to, like, Quake and, like, the Doom and Wolfenstein and that whole, like, gamut of game.
Also, I
think like Counter-Strike's on the other side.
They're doing the Counter-Strike shuffle. And I'm like, yeah, these guys are CS players.
Yeah.
So some of the same movement principles apply for sure, and the spread seems to be similar.
Like the whole notion of having like weapon recoil and stuff like that, I think that's very much like the Counter-Strike kind of takeoff.
Both games that were first popularized as mods.
There you go.
So basically I have to just take an pre-existing good engine and build my Counter-Strike PUBG fusion game on top of it. It would obviously be the fucking Unreal 4 engine.
You know, I'll be damned, but I think I might be liking the Razor. I swapped back to it.
Aha, I knew it. It is the best one, like, you know, arguably, that you have right there.
I don't know. I like the Corsair a lot, too. The Steel series, I really want to like. I really want to like it, but, like, I just don't. I'm tempted to sell it. I mean, I think my daughter, if she wants to keep it, I'll keep it, but maybe I'll sell it otherwise. I paid $39 for it. It's a $100 mouse.
Did you see a giant ship land in front of you, Shady?
Yeah, I did. I heard you fly over. I was like, what is this, some NPC buzzing me? It's like, oh no.
Your vehicle has taken even more damage.
Yeah, I almost ran out of fuel a second ago.
Check it out, I got the gold SRP.
Ooh man, that thing is bling-tastic.
I know, it's so majestic.
I went for the rest me yellow.
Yeah, I've got the yellow as well. I got the color pack and then I have the gold. And that's it. I'm very tempted to get one of the pulse ones though. You can get pulse on your SRV now. Oh, I did less than 1% damage landing on that rock. Hey, there's some cadmium over here. May have a large cluster. Also, me and Jay found out that if you've got 2 people, one person can totally fly around in the ship and scout out clusters for the other guy. And also you can shoot them from the ship and scoop them from the ship. I guess it was just no crap. That's over here. No cadmium either. Damn. Are you looking for anything besides cadmium?
No, but go ahead, man. You're not. You can take it all. I'm still reading up.
I'm done, so if I find any, I'll tell you where it is. You can grab it. I have to go back to Daph's Hope and scoop up some composite components or whatever. I really hope they spawn.
Landing gear retracted.
That's pretty nice, Orgy.
Yeah, I'm gonna set it up for launch. You can set up a whole bunch of these and it would look like a city. Alright, I'm just zooming out and then I'm gonna do a blast off in a second here. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, primary ignition. We have liftoff.
Bye.
Fly safe, Commander. It's actually pretty efficient to take off that way, because you can get right out. Oh, now I gotta go back to Dav's Hope, the most dangerous place in the galaxy.
Frameshift drive charging.
I love pulling up to Dav's Hope in a giant ship. It's like you're as big as the whole place.
Drive assist on. Gravity warning.
Dav's Hope, the gift that keeps on giving.
Wait, what does this say? Data link scanner, cracked industrial firmware? Oh, it's just a message, okay.
Yeah, you get messages for like everything now. That's right. Someone else just appeared and started driving around. I just picked up their ship. Oh, they're gone already? Yeah, people are constantly popping in and out of this instance. It's pretty funny. Oh no, wait, I'm in Solar right now. What the hell was that? That was an NPC ship. Huh. Makes me want to pop into open right now. I think I will. I didn't tell you. One time I ran into, who was it? Was it Maztec? It was one of those guys here. And then he immediately opened fire on me in his SRV, and I just started fighting back, and I beat him. I ran to where his ship was, so that his turret automatically withdrew, and then I reloaded premiums and turned around and blew him away.
Oh my gosh.
That was a good one. He was mad about that. But then the best part was, because I beat him in the SRV, he suicided his Anaconda into the side of the mountain there. He's like, I must avenge my family's honor, and then explodes his ship. I was like, okay. Yeah, it was a funny match. It's funny because that's basically now in the game with the enhanced bounty system. Die in your SRV, 30 million rebuy. Thankfully not, but could you imagine?
Hey, Bilbo.
Hey.
Hey, Commander. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I was farming some, I did some cracked industrial earlier, and I was grabbing some cadmium, but I got sidetracked.
Bilbo, I see you're in the lobby there. You want to team up or what?
I don't know if he's, like, playing a game or got his thing muted or what.
Yeah.
Are you trying to, like, round up PUBG players?
Yeah.
So I'm just grinding. I could probably stop for a bit and play some PUBG.
Yeah.
You want in on some PUBG Night Shady?
Nah, I'm probably gonna log off. I've been on for like hours.
PUBG, official game of the 13th Legion.
I do like PUBG. I need
We've
to
officially
update my
transitioned to a PUBG clan.
Well, I think we do both, right?
But we're definitely more like 50-50 right now, for sure.
Yeah.
It's funny how
We're
many people
PUBG
have
dangerous.
PUBG. Everyone has PUBG.
Hey, we're PUBG dangerous. We're Elite G.
Yeah, we're the Elite Gs. I call it RN PUBGesus.
Yeah, RN PUBG.
Alright, I'm gonna log out of Elite and I'm gonna go into PUBG and I'm gonna kick some
Do you want
ass.
to go to Rambo's Temple of Doom or Temple of what?
Yeah. And if Bilbo comes back, send him our way, Lord Commander Nation.
Okay. Will do.
Good.